Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the first game of this doubleheader here against the Auburn Doubledays and the Geneva Red Wings in the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League. Like I said, this is the first game of a doubleheader between these two teams here today. Game time starts at 5:05. It's a hot 89, 90 degrees here in Geneva, New York. Hot, humid, and certainly dry out in the field. Of course, this game rescheduled from earlier this week when we got rained out. Auburn leads the in-season series against these two teams with a record of 2-1. Geneva won the first meeting against the Doubledays, but then lost the next current games. So leading off here for the Doubledays, number 23 shortstop, Noah Campanelli. Noah, junior from St. John Fisher College, leads off for the Doubledays as we start this doubleheader. John Gassler is on the mound for the Red Wings. John, a tall left-hander. First pitch, down low for a ball. Here's the 1-0. Another ball high out of the zone there, 2-0. John did well in his first outing here for the Red Wings earlier this season. So 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing. Dribble over to short, Brendan Myers. Throw over to Ben Griffin at first. Just in time, got him there. So, up to bat now, number 6, Marcus Maristella. Sophomore from McHenry County College. Here's the 0-0. Just misses the zone there. First pitch ball from John Gassler outside. Yeah, it's a hot, brutal day here in Geneva, New York for some baseball. 1-0. Fastball. Another one misses the zone. 2-0 now. Two balls, no strikes. One away here, top of the first in this first game. Here's the pitch. Gets in there in the zone for a strike. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Breaking ball, swung at, fouled down the third baseline. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the 2-2. Swing, fouled back away. Still 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still the count from John Gassler. to Marcus Maristella. Dribbler just out of reach of John. Got a glove on it, but couldn't quite handle it. It was a high ball, jumped off the mound right in front of him. That's certainly tough for any pitcher to take. John, a tall pitcher, but up now, number 26, Garrett Prosper with a runner on first. All right, sorry about that, folks. We're on to the bottom of the first here. So with no runs, 2 hits, no errors in the top of the first, their score still remains tied, 0-0, as we head to the bottom of the first. Leading off for the Red Wings, Bernstein. Here's the 0-0. On the mound for the Doubledays, number 22, Cameron Sheets out of Trinity University in Texas. Another pitch misses the zone there, and it's 2-0 here to Phil. Phil Bernstein, a native of Brooklyn from Hamilton College, leading off for the Red Wings. Pitch just misses the zone there, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes to Phil. And here's the 3-0. Misses his zone there. And Phil makes his way over to first with they lead off walk here in the bottom of the first. So up next for the Red Wings, number 7, shortstop, Brendan Myers. Brendan from Hermitage, Pennsylvania. Shortstop out of St. Bonaventure as he looks at a first pitch strike. So Phil Bernstein on first with no outs. Here's Brendan Myers 0-1. Swing. Grounder over to third. In time at second. And got him at first. That's a double play there for the Red Wings. And so after that double play, 2 away now in the bottom of the first. In now steps number 38, Tom Latham. Tom from Chantilly, Virginia. Third baseman out of College of the Holy Cross. So after that double play, no runners on base. 2 outs for Tom Latham. Here's the first pitch. Swings, fouls back out of play. So 0-1 here to Tom. Swing. Grounded right to the pitcher. Throws over to first in time for the third out. And that's a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Doubledays. As the first inning ends, the bottom of the first, no runs, no hits, no errors. And we're on to the second here at McDonough Park in this 7-inning game. We will be right back. So into the top of the second we go here. Leading off for the Doubledays, number 32, Evan McDonald, sophomore from Trinity University, a native of Austin, Texas. And Evan leads off for the Doubledays. Looks at a ball there for the first pitch, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Swing. Hit hard, popped up out to, and gets down to the gap there between left and center field. Throw in got off the bag there, so Evan McDonald has a leadoff double for the Doubledays. So after that Evan McDonald double, in now steps number 11, Connor Smith. Looks at a strike there for first pitch of the at-bat. Connor from Audubon, Pennsylvania. A junior from Lebanon Valley University. Connor's down 0-1 here with a runner on second. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, looks 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, no outs, runner on second. Connor grounds to second. Dalton Cody over to first in time. Evan does advance to third on the play. So, 1 out here in the top of the second. Runner on third. And now for the Doubledays, number 19, Austin Davison, Park City, Utah. Swing through the middle of the infield. That's going to bring Evan McDonald home. So base hit for Austin Davison. And the Doubledays take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second with a Austin Davison single through the middle of the infield. So that Austin Davison RBI has a score 1-0 here. So in now for the Doubledays, number 24, Eric Trunetsky from Elmira, New York, sophomore at St. John Fisher College. Austin Davison on first. So, no balls, 1 strike. Ball high out of the zone. So with one away here, runner on first. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Here's the 1-1. Checked his swing, did not go, says infield umpire. So the count's 2-1 now. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch. Hits the top corner of the zone there for a strike. Strike looking, and it's 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Austin Davison over there on first after his single RBI. Brought in Evan McDonald. Throwback by John. Not in time. Austin's there safely at first. So the count still remains 2-2 with 1 away. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Here's the pitch. Just misses the zone there. It's called the ball, so the count's 3-2 now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count for Eric Trunetsky. As he looks at a strike, he knew it too. It's a second strikeout for John Gassler today for the second out of the top of the second.
2 outs. There are 2 outs, not 1. Okay. We're not controlling. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you guys were. Somebody upstairs must have heard me then.
And now number 13, Kelvin Cortez, looks at a first pitch strike. Kelvin Cortez from Corona, New York. Sophomore at Eastern Nazarene College. So no balls, 1 strike, runner on first with 2 away. Ball in the dirt. And the count evens up now, 1-1. Elvin looks at another strike, so the count's 1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, top of the second. Austin Davison on first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout, third out there in the top of the second. So the Doubledays get a run there. The single RBI by Austin Davison. So they lead now 1-0. Heading into the bottom of the second. We'll be right back. So on to the bottom of the second we go. So 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Doubledays in the top of the second. On to the bottom we go. Number 22, Ben Griffin, leading off for the Red Wings. Swing. Line right to the left fielder for the first out. And Ben Griffin flies out to 7 on a score sheet anyway. For a quick first out here. Up now, catcher number 20, Mike Borelli. Mike from Salisbury, Massachusetts, a junior out of St. Anselm. Here's the 0-0 to Mike. In there for a strike. Looks at a ball there, so the count's 1-1. Mike swings through. So the count for Mike now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Or excuse me, 1 out. Here's a 1-2. Swing. Grounder over to short. Throw. Good stretch at first in time for the second out of the inning. And they're quickly 2 away now. In steps number 4, left fielder Corson Hastings. Corson, a sophomore from Moravian College from San Antonio, Texas. So 0-0 to Corson. Swings. Ball in the dirt there. 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 away. No runners on base in the bottom of the second inning for the Red Wings. Corson Hastings in the left side of the box. Here's the 0-1. As he looks at another strike, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ball in the dirt there. Gets past the catcher for a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away, 2 outs, no runners on base. Corson hitting just a 105 batting average so far in the season. Here's the pitch. As he looks at a curveball out of the zone. 1-2. Corson and 9 games played, 19 at-bats, 3 runs on 2 hits. As he looks at another ball, 2-2. Excuse me, 3-2. Full count there for Corson. Here's the pitch. And it misses there, and Corson makes his way over to first with a 2-out walk. Up now, steps number 40, the designated hitter, Elliot Good. So after Corson Hastings walked, here's Elliott Good, 0-0. In there, looks at a strike. Elliott Good hitting a 174 so far in the season. 23 at-bats, 5 runs on 4 hits. Foul tip, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, runner on first for the Red Wings. Corson Hastings on first. Here's the 0-2 to Elliott. Swing. Grounder up to second. Tough play. In time over to first for the third out. And that's the end of the second inning here at McDonough Park. No runs, no hits, no errors in the bottom of the second. As we make our way to the third, Auburn leads 1-0. We'll be right back. On to the third we go here in McDonough Park. Auburn still leads 1-0 here as we head to the top of the third. John Gassler still on the mound for the Red Wings. Leading off for the Doubledays, number 23, Noah Campanelli. Noah looks at a first pitch strike there, and he's down 0-1. Noah leading off for the Doubledays, top of the order here in the top of the third. Here's the 0-1. Swing. Grounder out to Dalton at second. Throw over to first to Ben in time for the first out. So after that ground out for the first out, in now steps number 6, Marcus Maristella from Grace Lake, Illinois, from McHenry County College. Here's the 0-0. Good breaking ball in there in the zone for a first pitch strike. Marcus hit an infield single back in the first, so he's 1 for 1 on the day. Swings at a breaking ball over to Tom at third. Throw over to Ben at first. Just in time for the second out. Marcus is a speedy infielder. Some trouble for Tom over there at third, but a good strong throw. Gets him out at first. So number 26, Garrett Prosper, steps in to the left side of the box. 2 away, no one on board here in the top of the third. Bases are empty for Garrett. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there, high. for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs in the top of the third. Looks to the ball there, does Garrett. 1-1. And it looks at a strike there, so it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Garrett Prosper. Here's the pitch from Gassler. Breaking ball, swing, fouled away, out of play. So now the count remains 1-2. Here's a 1-2. Gets him looking for the strikeout. 4th strikeout of the day for John Gassler, and that ends the top of the third. So no runs, no hits, no errors. We are on to the bottom of the third here at McDonough Park. We'll be right back. So on to the bottom of the third we go. Still on the mound for the Doubledays, number 22, Cameron Sheets. Number 30, Jackson DeJohn, extra hitter. Native of Rochester, New York, sophomore at St. Bonaventure University. Steps into the right side to lead off the Red Wings in the bottom of the third. Jackson 2 for 3 in last night's game against Newark in the Red Wings loss. 2 doubles as he swings through and misses that fastball. So 0-1. Ball high out of the zone. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. No outs here in the bottom of the third for Jack DeJohn. Holds up on a high ball there out of the zone. 2-1. Jack pops that one up, out of play, foul. So the count is now 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, no runners on base here to start the bottom of the third. Jack DeJohn looking to increase his hot streak. Here's the 2-2. Ball inside. Full count now, 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jack DeJohn. The extra hitter tonight. Here's the pitch. Swing, popped up, out of play. So the count still remains 3-2 after that foul ball. Here's the pitch. Swing. Another ball fouled away. Three balls, 2 strikes. Still the count. 2 straight foul balls by Jack DeJohn. Here's the pitch. Swing. This one popped up. Another foul ball out of play. So the count still remains 3-2. 3 straight foul balls by Jack. Three balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Bottom of the third. Swing. Ball's hit. Ooh. He drops the ball out there in right field. He appears to have hit the wall fairly hard. He's still not up. Jack makes his way to home, and he makes it there safely. Inside the park, home run by Jack DeJohn, but the right fielder is still not up after hitting the wall. That ball carried pretty far. Appears to be Evan McDonald out there in right field. And you could hear the echo of him hitting the wall throughout McDonough Park. Still on the ground out there. An athletics trainer is on the scene. We'll be right back. So Evan McDonald is on his feet and walking. He's being taken off to the side by an athletic trainer and head coach Ben Julian for the Doubledays. And assistant coach for the Red Wings, Dan Munn and Zach Crane are also out there. So in the pinch field for Evan, number 12 for the Doubledays, Tyler Attal, native of Los Angeles, California, from Bates College, a junior. So after that interesting play there, Evan had a chance to catch the ball, if not for running into the wall. He dropped the ball, and Jack DeJohn made his way around an inside the park home run. So the score is tied now 1-1. Appears there still is a pause in play. As the umpires are taking a moment to hydrate on this hot day. Appears Evan is over in the home bullpen. It's the closest area with a seat to where he is in right field. Folks, we're still in a pause of play due to injury, so we will be back. So after the injury timeout, we are back underway here at McDonough Park. So after that Jackson to John inside the park home run due to the injury of Evan McDonald, Dalton Cody leads off with no one on base, no outs. Garrett Prosper still on the mound for the Doubledays. As Dalton swings, grounds over to second. Throw in time at first for the first out. It appears as though Evan walked off the field under his own power. He was assisted, of course, with an athletic trainer and his head coach. But the Geneva Red Wings, we wish him nothing but the best with whatever ailment he received. So in now for the Red Wings, number 15, Lachlan Charles. Popped up out of play there for Lachlan, so the count's 1-1. Lachlan, a native of Westwood, New Jersey, a senior at Cornell University. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out to Lachlan. Lachlan followed that ball back away into the netting. So, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out for Lachlan. Here's the 1-2. Ball inside in the dirt, low. 2-2. You know, folks, you hate to see any player get injured, especially running into that wood in the outfield wall. As Lachlan swings, grounder over to short. Throw in time for the second out. So here's the top of the order for the Red Wings. Number 14, right fielder Phil Bernstein. Phil, grounder over to second. Throw in time for the third out. And that's the end of the third. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors there in the bottom of the third, and the game is now tied up 1-1. So through 3, the game is tied. We're on to the 4th in McDonough Park. We'll be right back.
Here.
So pitch hit to number 4, Genki Leclerc. Genki, an infielder, must be coming in for Matt Livingston. Double swap there for position players for the Doubledays. Tyler Attal came in for Evan McDonald, and Genki Leclerc coming in for Matt Livingston. As Genki looks at a first pitch ball, as he counts 1-0. Here's a 1-0. In there for a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's another strike looked at by Genki. And the count is now 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs here in the top of the 4th. 1-2 the count. No one on base for the Doubledays. Here's the pitch. As he swings through, ball in the dirt. Throw to first by Mike in time. There's the first out. And now, number 2, Pierce Hendershot, as he looks at a first pitch strike. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. No one on base. Here's the pitch. Swing, fouled, out of play. So Pierce Hendershot with an 0-2 count. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out for Pierce Hendershot from John Gassler. Pierce, a junior at St. Bonaventure. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss at a high fastball for the second strikeout of the inning. 6th of the day. 6 strikeouts for John Gassler so far. And that's the second out of the inning. So number 12, Tyler Attal, steps in. Here's a 0-0 in there for a strike. Tyler, of course, coming in playing right field after the Evan McDonald injury. If we have any more information to learn, we will share it with you accordingly. Here's the 0-1. Misses the zone inside for a ball, 1-1. So a swinging strike in the dirt and then a high fastball swinging strike has John Gassler 6 strikeouts this day. Here's the 1-1. That ball's hit hard out into center. Lachlan has a beat on it, and he catches it for the third out at the top of the 4th. So no runs, no hits, no errors. At the top of the 4th, we're still tied 1-1. We're on to the bottom here, McDonough Park. We'll be right back. So on to the bottom of the fourth we go. Still on the mound for the Doubledays, Cameron Sheets, number 22. Leading off for the Red Wings here in the bottom of the fourth, number 7, Brendan Myers, shortstop. Here's the 0-0. Ball called outside, misses the zone for a first pitch ball. 1-0. As Brendan swings through pitch there, it makes it 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs for the leadoff man, Brendan Myers. Here's a 1-1. Ball in the dirt there. Jumps up. Good stop there by the catcher, Austin Davison. So 2 balls, 1 strike. No outs. Start the bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch. Swing. Grounded over to short. Good throw. Just beats speedy Brendan Myers in time for the first out. So there's 1 away here to start the bottom of the fourth. So with 1 away, in now steps third baseman, number 38, Tom Latham from Holy Cross. So no balls, no strikes, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swing, fouled back away into the backstop. So the count's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. It is not getting any cooler here as we're into the bottom of the fourth. Still 88, 89 degrees. Some wind out of center field as he swings through a breaking ball there. So 0-2 to Tom. Some wind, but it is humid, it is hot, it is sunny, it is brutal here in Geneva on this Saturday. Got some nasty weather coming here in the Finger Lakes this week. A lot of rain. Inside ball there, 1-2. A lot of rain forecasted around the area. I'm no weatherman, but I'm sure there might be a delay or two. As he looks at another ball, so 2-2 to Tom. Thunderstorms, rain, anything you can think of, it's probably on its way here. Here's the pitch. Swing. Grounder over to third. Takes his time, throw over to first. Gets him in time for the second out of the inning. So 2 ground outs to start the bottom of the fourth. In now steps first baseman, number 22, Benjamin Griffin. Ben, a native of Los Angeles, California. He's a sophomore at UC Davis. Here's the 0-0. Swing, popped up, foul out of play. Swing, hard hit ball down the right field line, foul. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, or 2 outs, excuse me. As Ben looks at another ball there for a 1-2 count. 2 straight ground outs in the bottom of the fourth as Ben looking to get on base. Here's the pitch. Swing. Another pop-up. Another pop-up out of play. I got to come up with some new sayings for when these balls get hit out. Counts 1-2 still. Ben swings. Hard hit ball to left, right to the left fielder, and that's the third out of the inning. So, no runs, no hits, no errors. We're through 4 here in the 7-inning game. Score is still tied. Auburn 1, Geneva 1. And so now, on to the 5th we go. John Gassler returns to the mound. We'll be right back. On to the 5th here, McDonough Park. Score still tied, 1-1. Connor Smith leads off for the Doubledays. John Gassler still on the mound for the Red Wings. Here's the first pitch. Misses his own there for a first pitch ball. So 1-0. Here's the pitch. Swing. Grounder over to John at the mound. Ball gets away from Ben. So runner advances safely to first. So that's an error, throwing error on John Gassler on the mound. Low throw there for Ben. Couldn't quite get his glove on it. So in now. In now, number 19, catcher Austin Davison. With a runner on first with no outs. Here's the pitch. All right, ball out of the zone there. So 1 ball, no strikes, no outs. Here's the pitch. Another ball called outside, 2-0. Folks, we just received some new information. It appears Evan McDonald is on his way to the hospital with an arm and shoulder injury. So he's on his way to medical professionals. Here's the pitch by John. Popped up out of play. Does not appear his head was in any form of injury there against the wall. It appears his arm and shoulder took most of the hit, if not all of it. So He is on his way to the hospital. If we learn any more, of course, we will let you know accordingly, but our best wishes go to Evan McDonald. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner on first with no away here in the top of the 5th. John looks at first. Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball high inside, misses the zone. 3 balls, 1 strike now. With no outs, 3-1. Here's the pitch. Gets the zone there. And the count's full now. So full count for Austin Davison. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runner on first here in the top of the 5th. Score tied 1-1. Here's the 3-2. There's a walk there. Ball gets past catcher Mike Borelli. But the runners do advance anyway. So runners on first and second. Number 24, Eric Trunetsky, steps in to the right side of the box with no outs. Runners on first and second. Red Wings trying to get into the win column. They've lost, I believe, four of their last 5 games. 4 straight losses. Good breaking ball in there for a strike. The Red Wings are under 500 for the second straight game of the season. They're 8-10. Auburn faring much better in the Central Division. Here's the 0-1. Fastball in there in the zone for a strike. As Eric looks at another one. And the count's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second, no away. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. For a ball. Good stop by Mike Borelli. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Eric Trunetsky. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. There's strikeout number 7 for John Gassler for the first out of the 5th inning. Kelvin Cortez, number 13, steps in with runners on first and second with 1 away. The double play ball is in order here. The Red Wings had an opportunity for a double play earlier this game, but couldn't quite get the throw over to first in time. They, of course, grounded into a double play themselves back earlier in this game. So no balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball high out of the zone. 1 ball, no strike. 1 out. Runners on first and second with Kelvin Cortez out of Eastern Nazarene in the right side of the box. So 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count evens up now, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on first and second here in the top of the 5th. John Gassler pitches. Hits the zone there for another strike looked at by the Doubledays. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. So 1 and 2, runners on first and second. Time's called by the batter. Pitch there, called a ball, so the count's even now at 2-2. John Gassler so far working before this game, came in with a 2.18 ERA. That was the third best on the team. As he swings and a miss, strikeout number 8 for John Gassler. Second strikeout of the inning. And they're 2 away now. So Noah Campanelli steps in with runners on first and second with 2 away. He looks at a first pitch breaking ball, hits the zone for a strike. So no balls, 1 strike. The score is tied 1-1 here in the top of the 5th. Runners go. Throw over by Mike to third as he's safe. So both runners steal. It's called a strike, however, so it's a 0-2 count for Noah Campanelli. From where I'm sitting, folks, it appears, though, that the runner on second advanced to third on a good jump, but the runner on first, not so good of a jump. But runners do advance safely, so runners on second and third with 2 away. Here's the pitch. Pitch misses there. Makes the count 1-2. So 1-2. Fastball misses the plate outside. Count evens up at 2-2. So 2 straight balls has the count even now at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Runners on second and third. Here's the pitch. Swing, popped up, foul out of play. So the count still remains 2-2. Score still tied here, 1-1. Auburn 1, Geneva 1 in the top of the 5th. John Gassler looking to keep it that way with this pitch. Here's the 2-2. Swing, grounder over to Dalton at second. Throw to first in time for the third out. So no runs, no hits, 1 error here in the top of the 5th. As the score is still tied 1-1 as we head to the bottom here at McDonough Park. We will be right back. On to the bottom of the fifth we go. Leading off for the Red Wings, number 20, Mike Borelli. Cameron Sheets still out there on the mound. Here's the first pitch to Mike. Swing, fouled back. Hit the press box. So no balls, 1 strike to Mike Borelli. Here's the 0-1. Ball misses Mike barely. He jumps out of the way. You know, I'm sure the players will be saying, "Where that, Mike? Where that, Mike?" But ankle injuries aren't something you normally get. 2 balls, 1 strike. No outs here to start the bottom of the fifth inning. Swing. Another pop-up out of play. Here comes bat boy Jonathan Capozzi for the Red Wings. Shout out, Jonathan. Jonathan travels with the team every game. He's been ball boy for a few years now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs for Mike Borelli. Here's the 2-2. Swing. There's a liner out into the gap in left center field. That gets past both outfielders as Mike takes the turn, heads for second. And he gets there standing for a no-out leadoff double for the Red Wings. So working himself, 2-2, a couple foul balls. Mike finds himself standing on second with a stand-up double. So now with a runner on second with no outs, here's number 4, left fielder Corson Hastings. Here's the 0-0. Swing and a miss, Corson. No balls, 1 strike for Corson. Time is called. Corson, arguably one of the best defensive outfielders on the Red Wings roster. Here's the 0-1. Swing. Fouled down the first base line. Almost grabbed there by assistant coach Zach Crane, but couldn't quite get his hand on it. So that foul ball makes the count 0-2 now. No balls, 2 strikes. No one away. Mike Borelli on second. Mike, of course, a catcher. Not the fastest player on the team, but certainly a ball hitting the right spot. Oh, and that ball hits Corson. So Corson Hastings makes his way over to first after being hit by that pitch. So runners on first and second with no outs. In now steps designated hitter number 40, Elliot Good. Elliot out of Central Connecticut. So runners on first and second. A Mike Borelli double, and then Corson Hastings hit by pitch. Have runners on first and second with no outs for Elliot Good. Here's the 0-0. Swing. Fouled back into the netting behind home plate. Red Wings, of course, still not hit a ball out of the park. You can't say they don't have a home run anymore since Jack DeJohn hit his inside the Parker back in the third. As Elliott swings through a breaking ball. Makes the count 0-2. But, of course, the Red Wings have not hit one over the wall, either home or away. They're pretty sure they're the only team in the PGCBL to not do so. Of course, they have a lot of home run hitters on their team. Just haven't seemed to quite find the right swing, right ball, whatever. And there's a ball. Elliott hit that ball back at the pitcher, and he rebounded the ball towards the shortstop, so he's out at second. And the infield umpire called Elliott out at first. So that is, according to the umpires, a double play. So after that play, we're at 2 outs with Mike Borelli over there on third. Here's the pitch. Swing. Popped up out of play. Jack DeJohn up to bat, number 30. He is the only Red Wing RBI of the game so far. Has another good chance to do so here. Here's the 0-1. Swing. Another pop-up, just out of play this time. So, 2 straight foul balls has Jack DeJohn down 0-2 now. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the 0-2. Fastball high outside of the zone. Makes the count 1-2 now. Jack DeJohn 2 for 3 with 2 doubles in last night's loss to Newark, and of course had the inside the park home run in the third. Looking to get Mike Borelli home from third. Here's the pitch. Swing. Another foul away. Here's the 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Mike Borelli on third. Folks, no matter what you might hear behind me, of course, we have to go by with what the umpires rule on the field. So 2 outs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing. That ball's hit hard out into left field. Left center, and the left fielder tracks it down for the third out. So Mike Borelli stranded left there on third. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors. It's the end of the 5th. We're still tied. Auburn 1, Geneva 1. 2 innings left to play here at McDonough Park. We're on to the 6th. We'll be right back. So on to the 6th inning here, this PGCBL matchup. Score is still tied 1-1. 2 innings left to play. John Gassler still out there on the mound. He's having a pretty outstanding day so far on the mound. 9 strikeouts. Leading off for the Doubledays, number 6, Marcus Maristella. Marcus is 1 for 2 on the day. He had a single back in the first inning. Here's the pitch. Fastball down in the dirt. First pitch ball for John Gassler. So John Gassler looking for strikeout number 9, excuse me. So the count's 1-0. Here's the pitch. Swing, popped up, foul, out of play. Been saying that a lot today. They all seem to be going off the one side, too, over the home dugout. So 1-1 after the foul ball. Here's the pitch. Swing, grounder, over to third. Fair. Tough throw for Tom Latham. Couldn't quite get there in time. That is a tough throw. Back foot, down past third base, over to first. He got there in plenty of time. So very rare. That's his second infield single of the day. So in now with a runner on first and no outs here in the top of the 6th, the number 26, Garrett Prosper. Here's the 0-0. Breaking ball, misses his zone there for first pitch ball. That last ball landed fair over the bag. Tom gloved it pretty well. Of course, back foot throw over to first, not in time. Here's the 1-0. Swings through and misses for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Runner on first, no outs. 1 ball, 1 strike from John Gassler. Runner goes. Called a strike. And he came off the bag at second, off the bag. And so Brandon Myers was able to hold on to the ball and tag him when he slid off. Good throw by Mike Borelli, and that's the first out of the inning. So the ump called that pitch a strike. So the count's 1-2 with no runners on now after that unsuccessful steal. Runner made it to second but slid off the bag, and Brendan Myers, the shortstop, placed the tag on him, and he was called out. Here's a 1-2. Breaking ball outside, misses. 2-2 now the count. Here's the 2-2. In there, looking for strikeout number 9 for John Gassler as Garrett Prosper goes down looking. And so that's the second out of the inning. So after that strikeout, in now steps number 4, Genki Leclerc, the DH for Auburn. So no runners on, 2 outs. Here's the 0-0. Swing and a miss by Genki. And that's 0-1 for John Gassler. It's starting to slightly cool down now as we get closer and closer to 7 o'clock. 86 is the weather. Swing, popped up. Genki out to right field. Phil Bernstein's there for the third out of the inning. So top of the 6th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Score is still tied 1-1. Auburn 1, Geneva 1. Low-scoring affair. Good pitchers duel between John Gassler and Cameron Sheets. So we are on our way now to the bottom of the sixth. Score tied 1-1. We'll be right back. Pitching change for the Doubledays. In now to relieve here in the bottom of the sixth, number 20, Carson Ashby, a native of Auburn. He's a sophomore at Ithaca College, a 6-foot right-hander. He's looking to keep this game tied for his squad as we head here now to the bottom of the sixth, leading off for the Red Wings, second baseman, number 26, Dalton Cody. Dalton made some pretty good plays over there at second so far today. Dalton, only a sophomore out of Gordon College from Bar, Vermont. Bar. Not quite versed with Vermont town verbiage, but he's here now in Geneva, and he's leading off here to start the bottom of the sixth. So no balls, no strikes. Here's the first pitch. Swing. Popped up, foul. Into the visiting stands. No balls, one strike after the foul ball. No outs. Here's the pitch. Ball inside. 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball gets in there in the zone for a strike. Strike looking by Dalton. So the count's 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt there. Good stop by Austin Davison. And the count's even up now at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Another ball inside. Full count now for Dalton Cody. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2. Another ball inside, low, in the dirt as Dalton walks. Here's the umpire, was shaken up a bit. Hit on the wrist, maybe, by that last pitch. either his wrist, elbow, or something. It appears to be his wrist, his right wrist. Ball bounced up out of the dirt, hit him on the wrist. He appears to be okay. Talking with Geneva head coach Dan Munn. Appears everything is okay. Trainer was on standby, just in case. But the umpire appears to be okay. So now we are back and underway here in the bottom of the sixth. So after that Dalton Cody walk, in now number 15 center fielder Lachlan Charles shows bunt. Pulled away in time, called the ball. Dalton caught off the bag there a little bit, but catcher could not get over there in time, look over fast enough. So Dalton's back safely. Here's the 1-0. Another bunt. Good bunt down to the pitcher. As Dalton advances safely to second, Lachlan sack bunts his way Dalton over to second. So an old baseball move to get runner in scoring position. Dalton Cody's certainly fast enough with now number 14 leadoff man. Top of the order, number 14, Phil Bernstein in right field today. So Dalton Cody on second with one out. Time called. Dalton Cody on second, Phil Bernstein on the left side of the box. Here's the 0-0. Good pitch gets in there for a strike looking from Phil. And the count's 0-1. No balls, one strike, one out. Bottom of the sixth. That breaking ball misses high out of the zone. Counts even up now at 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out to Phil. Here's a 1-1. In there for a strike looking. So Dalton Cody in scoring position on second. Phil looking to get him around with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the pitch. And that ball hits Phil. He makes his way over to first. So a walk and then a hit by pitch has Brendan Myers up to bat now with one away. Runners on first and second. So time's called. Pitcher steps off the mound. So no balls, no strikes. One out. Here's the pitch. Just out of the zone. Misses outside of Brandon. The count's 1-0. So one ball, no strikes. One out. Runners on first and second. Dalton Cody on second. Looks back. Checked there by the pitcher, Carson Ashby. So Dalton Cody on second. Phil Bernstein on first. Brendan Myers up to bat now. One ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0. That ball is high and outside. And it's 2-0 to Brendan now. Brendan, heading into this game, was hitting a .286 batting average. Here's the 2-0. Swings. Grounder over to second. Out at second. Brendan out at first. So there's a double play to end the inning. So after 6 now, we're still tied 1-1. Auburn 1, Geneva 1 after that double play. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're on to the 7th here, the final frame of this doubleheader, first game. We will be right back. So here we are in the final frame of this first game of this doubleheader between Auburn and Geneva. John Gassler, number 17, still out there on the mound for the Red Wings. So Pierce Hendershot leads off the bottom of the 7th, or top of the 7th, excuse me, for Auburn. Here's the 0-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike. No balls, one strike to start the top of the 7th for Pierce Hendershot. John Gassler's faced 24 batters, struck out 9. As Pierce looks at that ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Swing, popped up, foul, into the netting behind home plate. Pierce walked in the 5th. Or excuse me, John Gassler is only allowed 1 walk. That was back in the 5th. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball in there for strikeout number 10 for John Gassler, and that's the first out here in the top of the 7th. So number 12, Tyler Attal, steps in. So with 1 out, here's the 0-0. Good breaking ball in there for a strike. First pitch strike for John Gassler. Here's the 0-1. Another breaking ball, hit, popped up in fair ground. Ben Griffin over there, and he catches it for the second out. So there's out number 2 here in the top of the 7th. Up to bat now for the Doubledays, number 11, Connor Smith. Here's the 0-0. Swing and a miss by Connor. So no balls, one strike. That ball just misses the zone there for a ball. Now the count evens up now at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Breaking ball hit, popped up out into the outfield. Left fielder Corson Hastings out there makes the catch for the 3rd out. So top of 7, no runs, no hits, no errors. We're on our way now to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Red Wings trying to win this one in walk-off fashion in this first game of this doubleheader here tonight at McDonough Park. Bottom of the 7th we go. Still tied 1-1. We'll be right back. So here we are, bottom of the 7th. Score still tied 1-1. It wouldn't be the first Red Wings walk-off victory this year. Certainly would like this one. Would mean a whole lot more. Trying to get back in the win column of the Red Wings as Tom Latham, third baseman number 38, steps in to the right side of the box. And we are underway here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Looks at a ball there, 1-0. Carson Ashby still on the mound for the Doubledays. 1-0's the count. As Tom looks at a ball, strike there, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one. Pitch misses low and outside there, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. No outs here, bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. As that ball misses there. Counts 3-1 here for Tom Latham. Folks, if you're just joining in, we're in the first game of a doubleheader between Auburn and Geneva. The score is tied here, 1-1 in the bottom of the 7th inning. As Tom Latham walks, leadoff walk there for the Red Wings. And the winning run is on first base. And now steps number 22, first baseman, Benjamin Griffin. Definitely someone you want hitting in this situation. So, no balls, no strikes to Ben. Here's the first pitch. Bunt. Bunts backwards, foul. Of course, in doubleheader games, there's only 7 innings per game. So 0-1 here. Ben shows bunt again. As Tom gets back to first. Carson checks him. Called the ball there. Count evens up at 1-1. Ben still showing bunt. Third baseman came on hard, but the runner advances now to second base with Mike Borelli coming up to bat. Mike hit a double there back in the, I believe, 5th or 6th inning. Mike Borelli, stand-up double back in the 5th. Runner in scoring position. Tom Latham certainly fast enough to get home on a single. Of course, depending on where that is. First pitch strike for Mike. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th here for Mike Borelli. Breaking ball, misses the zone there. Outside, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on second in Tom Latham. Mike Borelli up to bat. Here's the pitch. Swing. Popped up. Out into center. Right fielder catches. Tom Latham thinks about heading for third. Tags up but heads back to second. So now they're 2 away with number 4, Corson Hastings, the left fielder, coming up to bat. Tom fast, but apparently not quite that fast. Thought about tagging. He did. Started head for third, but didn't change his mind pretty quickly there on the base paths. So now, Corson Hastings. Winning run on second. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Ball inside. Here's a 1-0. That ball's high. 2-0 now to Corson. So 2 balls, no strikes for Corson Hastings, number 4. Looking to get the winning run. Tom Latham across home plate. He's standing on second with 2 away. Here's the 2-0. Swing. Another pop-up. Called for by the right fielder. And that's the 3rd out of the 7th. And so, in this doubleheader game, we are heading to extras. We're on to the 8th extra inning. Of course, in double international tiebreaker rules, new rules by Major League Baseball, the person with the last out, the last inning, starts on second. So, for example, Corson Hastings just popped up into right field. He was the 3rd out of the 7th, so he will start on second base for the Red Wings in the bottom half of the inning. Of course, you could always pinch run for someone. But Corson, pretty fast, of course. Still on the mound for the Red Wings, number 17, John Gassler. He is trying to continue his wonderful day. 10 strikeouts. He's allowed 5 hits, but only 1 run. So, John, normally out of the bullpen for the Red Wings, but recently became a starter in their rotation after some pitching changes internally by the Red Wings. So Connor Smith for the Doubledays will start the inning on second. And he will be the lead run for the Doubledays. Austin Davison shows bunt, and that ball is thrown outside by John Gassler. And so now the lead run is on third with no one out. So Austin Davison, the Doubledays catcher, with the lead run on third with no out. That ball called outside there by home plate. That's called a strike there, so 2-1. As the game progressed, folks, the crowd here at McDonough Park has grown, I should say, louder and louder. Swings through, misses. So 2 balls, 2 strikes there for Austin Davison. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball high, misses the zone. So full count here. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 11 for John Gassler. And that's the first out here in the top of the 8th. And now to pinch hit for the Doubledays, number 33, Brian Norson. Brian, native of Hamburg, New York, a junior at St. John Fisher College. And they intentionally walk him. They intentionally walk Brian Norson to get the double play ball in order with 1 away. Runner on third. Another pinch hitter, number 8, Logan Matson, comes in, steps into the right side of the box. Oh, another substitution. Dimitri Kenelakis is coming in to pinch run for Brian Norson. So Dimitri Kenelakis is on first. Number 7, Dimitri Kenelakis. And so Connor Smith is over there on third. So 1 out, runners in the corners for John Gassler as Logan Matson looks at a ball there for the first pitch. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. So there's 1-1. Counts now 1-1, I should say. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on first, game tied. 1-1. 1's all around. Runners in the corners. Here's the 1-1. Runner goes from fouled back away into the netting behind home plate. So the runner will return from second. He more than likely would have been safe regardless. But so now the count's 1-2 with 1 out. After that foul ball, John Gassler looking for strikeout number 12. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 12. Second out, beginning. So the sac fly is taken away from the Doubledays with 2 outs now. All right, swing and a miss. Noah Campanelli, top of the order for the Doubledays, up to bat now. Runners still on first and second with 2 away. After that foul ball, it's no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here's the 0-1. Runner goes from first. Swing. Grounder to second. Dalton. Throw over to first. Scooped in time by Ben Griffin. So, 12 strikeouts for John Gassler and a great double and a great play there at second. Gets the 3rd out. The top of the 8th here. We're on to the bottom here in McDonough Park. Bottom 8th. Red Wings still looking for that walk-off. We'll be right back. So, on to the bottom of the 8th here. Elliott Good up to bat. He bunts. Brady Slinger is over to third as Elliott finds his way to is out at first, I should say. So, Brady Slinger comes into pinch run for Corson Hastings, who would have started on second, but Brady Slinger is now on third after that sac bunt by Elliott Good. So, 1 out. Jackson DeJohn up to bat. Number 30. Extra hitter. Jackson had the inside the park home run back in the 3rd. Looking to get RBI number 2 today and win this game for the Red Wings. Here's the 0-0. Swing. That ball is popped up off the wall. Excuse me. That ball's off the wall there, and Jackson DeJohn walks off. Brady Slinger finds his way home, and the Red Wings win this one 2-1. A much-needed win for the Red Wings. Jackson DeJohn roped that ball out into left field, over the left fielder's head, off the wall, and Brady, of course, on third, home easily. So the Red Wings win this one in extras, 2-1. That's your final score. Geneva 2, Auburn 1. There will be a short intermission between Game 1 and Game 2. We will restart another stream. So in the meantime, grab a drink, grab a snack, do whatever you have to do at home. Red Wings win this one in extras on to Game 2 here in a couple minutes. We'll see you back here soon from Geneva Red Wings.